Welcome to the Road Legends podcast, bringing you all the latest from Trucker J, Kev T, Luke C, Trucker Jenko, and Scott Andrews.
Hello and welcome back to this third episode of the Road Legends podcast, where we are joined today by four of us. We are joined by Trucker Jenko, Kev T, Luke C in HUV, and myself, Scott Andrews. Thank you very much for tuning in yet again. This has been quite a stressful week for a few of us, but what have we been up to, Martin? You go first.
My week has been, hello everyone by the way, my week's been pretty good. It's been busy, I've had no major issues. It's been a very good week this week actually. A nice short week, 4 days. I did work all 5 days last week on the bank holiday. So I did work the Good Friday. Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good week this week.
Still enjoying the Edition 1 Actros?
Oh, absolutely loving it. It is such a piece of kit, it's unbelievable. It really is good.
What's the bed like in it? I've been meaning to ask you about that, because Mercedes don't really have a good reputation with the mattress.
I find the mattress okay, but I do have a mattress topper as well. Quite a thick mattress topper, which helps a lot. I had that in the DAF, and I've got it in the Edition 1. It does make a big difference.
Oh, there we are. It's a nice, comfortable week for you then.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay.
Well, there's only 2 nights out this week anyway, so it's not too bad.
How's your week been, Kev?
Good, thank you. Not stressful. It's been all right. No. It's been quite a steady week. I spent the bank holiday weekend remodeling the garage, so now I'm doing a lot more at home and fixing up the cars and modifying and fiddling. So yeah,
fiddling.
Fiddling with the cars. Decided to create myself a little bit of a workspace. So yeah, but apart from that, it's just been a normal week, really.
I think you did a good job on that table myself, Kev. That was pretty good, mate.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. It was supposed to be a one... Because I basically copied the plans from YouTube, watched a YouTube video, like you do when you're not really sure, because I'm not a woodworker, so I was just following a YouTube video, and it was titled 1 Hour Workbench. I think it should have been titled 1 Day Workbench, because that's what it took me to do it.
1 hour workbench when you know what you're doing.
Yes.
The big question is, have you got a piece of paper under one of the legs, because it's not level?
No, it's completely level.
Then you did a good job.
Actually couldn't believe it, yeah.
Oh, there we are. Nice chill week for you as well. Luke?
Hello, yes, hello everybody, I am here. I'm just listening to that incredibly long intro then. Yes, I'm very...
You're never gonna let anyone live that down here.
No. I'm good, thank you, yes. I've had a good week. Obviously only 4 days, so nice and short. I've been as far as Derby, as east as Felixstowe, as west as Bristol. Actually, I have not been south, so just I haven't been south of the M4, I don't think.
What do you mean it's all good because you haven't been south of the M4? What's wrong with south of the M4?
Did I go to Plymouth?
What's wrong with south of the M4?
Did I? Nothing's wrong with south of the M4. I quite like south of the M4 actually, if I'm honest.
It makes it sound like you got something against the Southerners.
Wow. Yes. Have you?
I'm
Kev
from the
is
southwest.
very offended.
No, that's his normal face. That's his normal
face.
Wouldn't be the first
time, would it?
No. But yes, I'm very good. Thank you, Scott. How are you? How's your week been?
Well, I thought we all had a stressful week, but it turns out it's just me, is it?
It's always you. You've always got a stressful week.
No, to be fair, it was all right. To be fair, I can't really remember what I did, but it's just
works the hardest and treated the worst.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Nah, just putting the hours in, I was on locals on Wednesday, and I wasn't a fan of that, as you know. I don't really like being on the bag work. So, didn't put me in the best moods, but it was all right. Like you said, 4-day week, bank holiday, so you can't really complain with that, can you?
Yeah, it was quite nice and short, wasn't it?
Aye.
Takes the sting out of it. Oh, Luke.
Sorry, we're going to
go there.
I said that's what she said. That is the sort of low sense of humour you get on this podcast.
No, that's the sort of low sense of humour we get from you.
Yeah, wow, that's why I'm part of the group. I just bring it down a little bit, you know what I mean?
It's down to the rest of us to bring it back up again.
I got a bit of news anyway. Remember the last podcast I mentioned my truck was getting painted? Well, maybe. Because the plan was we have a demo MAN TGX, one of the new ones, on for the last week and week coming as we record this. And the plan was, while we have that truck, to take mine off the road and paint it. And there was a bit of communication errors between my boss and the painters in the fact that there was no communication. So
that's quite a communication error. That.
Yeah. So we try to get hold of the painters this week. Turns out one of them is on holiday, so obviously does not want to answer the phone. Fair enough. Not gonna complain about that. He's on holiday. Leave him to it. But trying him for the whole of last week, and then we got in touch with him Friday afternoon. So he's coming in Monday afternoon to just have a look at my truck, just to see how bad it is, what he needs to do, and all that. Because I mentioned the red paint, where we had an incident before with a couple of pallets and a boulder. Well, we won't mention that.
A big rock.
Yeah.
Just the definition of a boulder is the big rock.
Can't
Big
say
rock.
a lot to you. Can't say a lot, lamppost man. Say nothing.
Yeah. So when it got painted last time, because of that, the lacquer has been peeling on the red bits. So we want to redo that, touch it up, make it all nice for the shows this year, because we are going to Devon and Peterborough as well. Discount code will be available soon for Peterborough. So we're coming in to have a look at that Monday and hopefully do it at some point next week. And as a result of that, I now have to leave Sunday for Derby so I can make it back Monday night. So it's going to be a bit of a rush kind of week next week, but hopefully my truck will get painted at the end of it. So
are you going into the demo on Tuesday then, are you?
yeah, if mine has to come off the road, we'll go on the demo Tuesday, but it might not be a case of them doing it next week. It might be a case of them doing it the week after, but then it will be sort of a Friday, Saturday, Sunday job. So that won't be too bad, but...
So this demo you're going in then, is it the same type of, is it the same spec as the last one you had?
I'm not 100% sure if I'm going in yet. It's only if my truck comes off the road. But it's a little bit higher spec. Same engine. It's got a 510 engine in it. But it's, I think it's higher spec than mine, ignoring the engine. It's got the lockers instead of the top bunk. It's got microwave, coffee maker, big subwoofer. I love the stereo in it. Like, the stereo in mine is awful, but the stereo in this thing is brilliant. And then it's got like sensors down the side, so when you're overtaking a car, it lets you know that you're clear of the trailer, a bit like the Merc, but with more, I don't know if it's lower tech or high tech, but...
That's part of the DVS anyway, isn't it? So that's basically just come out DVS from the factory then?
It doesn't have any cameras, but it's like a sensor. It's not a...
Sensor in the bottom step, on the bottom step on the near side?
Yeah, well, it's on both sides, actually.
Is it? Oh, right. Because I know for the DVS, you've got to have one on the near side.
Yeah, I think it counts towards that as your score for DVS or whatever it is. It's different from the ones you have retrofitted, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it actually detects things all the way down the trailer. So it's...
I got you.
Because it kind of detects the trailer. I haven't played with that myself, because the last demo we had didn't have that one. So if I do get
very
it...
fancy.
It is a bit fancy from what they tell me. We'll wait and see if we play with that.
Well, I know the other two Mercedes that came to Ferryman, they were, for the DVS side of it, they were actually fitted with the small window. But because they didn't come out from the factory like that, it took my transport manager, it's been about 3 weeks now, to get them all registered to comply for the DVS.
It's a slow process,
yeah,
very slow
because
process.
it didn't come out from the factory like it. They don't give it a rating.
No, you got to send off photo proof and all that sort of stuff and go through a whole process with it.
Yeah.
So is that just from the paperwork side of things, is it?
It's to get everything registered for the DVS.
Yeah. So
if it's got no rating, you can't register it, which is a bit weird. Especially if it's got it in there, you know. But because it didn't come out factory fitted and it's been fitted elsewhere, it's a nightmare to get it registered, apparently.
Yeah, because the DVS system have got no record of it. So as proof, you've got to take photos and show manufacturer proof and all that sort of stuff to have it registered, so that when you go into London, you don't receive the automatic fines.
Yeah, I'm just lucky. I'm not going into London ever again.
you say that now, but just
Yeah, I'm
wait.
going to say famous last words.
They're not fitting it. They're not fitting anything to it. They don't want to ruin it. They don't want to put the window in. They don't want to put the camera on it. They don't want to do anything with it because they don't want to lose value on it.
Yeah, but guaranteed it'll be a case of yours goes in for MOT.
Oh, don't say things like that. Don't say things like that.
Can you just nip down the M4 to London for us? There we go.
Well, the ones we go into London aren't too bad anyway. We either go into Park Royal or Hayes, so it's pretty straightforward. The ones we go to in those two, they're the only ones I know that we go to regularly in London. So
I haven't been to London for about 2 years now, I think, and that was only Wembley. So
God, I used to be in there every day in the Arctic.
oh, you used to love it, didn't you, Kev?
Oh, stupid little back roads, impossible building sites. Just it was an absolute nightmare.
God, share a good story with us about the perils of London Arctic driving.
I don't think I've got. I don't think there was any big stories.
Wasn't there one where you had to go get some bearers? I remember something.
No.
I remember something about bearers. Was that in London or?
No, that wasn't in London. That
right.
wasn't. No, that was. I went to a steel place. I think I was in Hull actually. I went to a steel place and I didn't have any bearers. But I pulled into this steel place. Now, bearers all over the place, all over the floor. They were in piles. They were on pallets everywhere. And I went up to the guardhouse and he said, "No, you need some bearers, otherwise we won't load you." And I said, "Well, so it's like, surely I can use. I only needed like 4 or something because they were like big long sections." And he was like, "No, we can't let you have these." I was like, "Okay." He said, "Yeah." He said, "You're gonna have to go away. We can't load you." I said, "Really?" And he was like, yeah. So then I had to drive to a builder's merchant's about 5 miles down the road, buy some 4x2 timber, get them to cut it up for me, so that I could then go back and get loaded. It was ridiculous.
They were tight. They wouldn't get you a bit of wood.
No. I'd like a bit of free wood.
I knew that would trigger you, Luke.
Yeah, boy.
I picked up recently at railway sleepers, and usually when we pick up railway sleepers, easy job. They use 2 sleepers as bearers for each stack type thing, and in the end that'll load up to an even number of sleepers. So like say 300 or something, because every pack is 24. So 2 bearers on 2 packs will make 50.
48.
Yeah, 48 in the 2 packs plus the 2 bearers, 50.
Plus the bearers.
Yeah. But I picked up this place, and for some reason they would not use the bearers as the sleepers as bearers. They would use just bits of wood, and that resulted in putting an extra pack on the back. I just didn't get it, and then they were supplying the bearers, so no money lost from our side. But boggles the mind.
It's funny that you say that it was in Hull, Kev, because the reason why I brought this up in the first place about the bearers is because I had to go get loaded with some timber not too long ago, about a couple of weeks ago. And when I told them I didn't have any bearers, it sort of reminded me of your story back then. But I've just looked now, and that was actually in Hull as well.
Was that Hull Docks?
So it's just a coincidence. Pardon?
Was that Hull Docks by any chance?
No, I didn't actually go in the docks. No, it was something else. I was actually talking. I think I was talking to Scott at the time. Shipping. Yeah.
Yeah, because
shipping.
I tend to go out to Hull. I wouldn't say a lot now, but Luke, you have a thing of, if you've never been somewhere before, you ask everyone about the smallest little detail about your drop to make sure you know exactly what it is. I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Oh, where did you get that from, I wonder?
Insert clip of Luke's truck crash. No, but I mean,
for the record, I've never destroyed a truck. For the record, ever.
Yeah. What I mean is, you, like, say you go to a builder's budget, you'll ask what entrance, blah 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 blah. Where most people will, as soon as you know generally where it is, like that's good enough information. But you
that's it. Crack on.
You dig an extra level, whereas you turn up, it's pretty much obvious anyway. One way in, one way out.
Yeah, no, I like to plan. I like to look at the place I'm going to, look at Google Maps, look at Street View, see the entrance. I want to know where I'm going, like to the point. I mean, obviously it's not always 100%, but when you get there, you deal with it. But if you can be prepared, I'd rather be prepared.
Well, yeah, I know that. But based on your questions, you want to know what sandwich the forklift driver's eating.
Yeah, why not?
And at what time?
It was like when he was trying to find out which tunnel to go through at the was it the Mersey tunnel?
Oh yeah,
tunnel, I think, or something.
There's 2 different tunnels or something in there.
When he upset Jay. Jay was, you dickhead, just read the signs. Oh no, did you want it, Scott?
Yeah. If you have that voice message, play it now.
Oh, I haven't got it. I used to have it.
I was like, yeah, just when it says 16 foot, don't go that one, go the other one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I went through the Wallasey Tunnel this week for the first time ever.
Where's that?
I have no idea what that
Wallasey? Birkenhead?
Is that the same tunnel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been through Birkenhead Tunnel.
I think it's Wallasey Tunnel it's called, isn't it? And I had no issues going through there.
I thought they were like King and Queen or something.
No, not that I saw. I didn't see any signs for King or Queen Tunnel.
Yeah.
£7.20 to get through it, though.
Very, very exciting stuff here, Bridge Fairs.
Oh, yes. Once upon a time, it was £20.50 to cross the Seven Bridges, free now.
It was 7 shillings back in my day.
Any other stories or experiences we would like to share?
So it turns out you can drift a Type R.
Anything else?
No, you can handbrake a Type R.
You're on about that video that you posted up yesterday, Luke. That was not drifting, mate.
That was
a quick handbrake turn.
Which makes women categorically moist.
No.
No.
Yeah, if they're 14.
Either that or from weeing himself from laughing so much.
We announced recently we're going to Devon Truck Show. I want to ask Martin, are you entering yours to be judged?
I don't know. I have actually started polishing up the walkway now. I've done the tank and the exhaust cover. I have started on the walkway. I started that yesterday. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know whether there's a time limit for entering. I really don't know. But
I mean,
possibly.
I would say you have an advantage because you've got a new truck.
Yeah, it is a slight advantage, yeah.
It's going to be its debut truck show, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be, yeah. And a debut for Ferryman's as well, because they've never taken a truck to any truck shows before.
Oh, very good.
But yeah, the transport manager is all up for it and wants to get it shown. So, and he wants to see if he can get a couple more as well. So, but whether any of the other boys want to go to them, I don't know.
But yes, we have received a few emails this week. Again, going on the subject of truck shows, got an email from Darren asking if we are going to Truckfest Scotland. I know Kev and Luke have been there before, and Jay, who is not with us today.
Fantastic truck show. Really enjoyed it.
I have heard it's one of the better ones, and good crack. So I would like to go up.
Like every truck up there is like pristine, and I was talking to a few people, and they were saying that image is everything up there, and like you got to stand out to get like the work, the contracts. So,
all right.
Yeah, the trucks were immaculate, and it was a great day.
Yeah, well, it's like the atmosphere is completely different, and it's well, you know, the Scots, don't you? Just like to have a good time, don't they? Get pissed up.
Yeah.
In comparison to Peterborough, how big is Scotland compared to Peterborough?
Oh no, it's about a quarter of the size, but
That's probably why it's better then.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Apart from the torrential rainstorms.
Peterborough compared to other truck shows is ridiculously massive, though.
Yeah,
Peterborough's what, 2,000 trucks?
and the rest.
Something like that. But are we going to Scotland? I mean, I'd like to if we get the opportunity.
Yeah, if we get the opportunity, we will. But nothing's been mentioned as yet.
And as I said in the last podcast, I believe I'm going up there on holiday for the week after, so I may pop in as a guest and just.
With Truckfest's events as well, we will have a discount code available soon. So keep an eye on all of our social media for that. Remember I think it was episode 1, we were talking about car mods and everything like that.
Yeah.
How I mentioned I just want to stick an air horn on my Corsa. Well, we have an email from a guy called Jay, not our Jay, different Jay. Apparently he's quite local to me and saying if I want help sticking an air horn on it, he's gladly willing to help me out with that. So who knows?
Oh, very nice.
Would the air horn be bigger than your car, though?
I mean,
He wouldn't be able to close the bonnet.
oh no! I'm thinking ridiculous. I'm thinking like 36 inches on the roof. I'm thinking go all out.
Like train horn type thing.
Yeah. I mean, well, maybe not. Yeah.
You'd have to have a compressor in the boot as well, then, would you?
Yeah.
Well, you know have you seen the Indian trucks where they've just got ridiculous tat all over them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that in my head.
Uh,
But I want to buy a new car before I do that because, that's like a magnet for police to pull you over, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How's the car hunting going, Scott?
I think. Oh, my boss is actually selling his car soon. He's got an Audi A5, and
So you're not going for the Skoda anymore?
I don't know. I want to go. I'm either gonna go
Not the Superb.
sensible. I want to go.
You were settled on that Superb.
I know, but it's boring.
Over the last 2 years, you have changed your mind so much.
It's not been 2 years.
Over this car. Oh, it's been 2 years that you've been
At
looking
least.
for a car. Yeah.
Has it actually?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Better make up my mind.
If you want an exciting car,
No.
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 Shot down in flames.
then what you need, my friend, is a Type R.
Definitely not. No, but like I said, my boss is selling his A5 now, and it's only got 36,000 miles on it or something like that. And I'm tempted by that because it's the same price bracket as mine.
What's the horsepower on it?
Oh, here we
God
go.
knows.
Oh, just a genuine question.
No, I drove it when I needed a new ignition barrel. I drove it down to get past for that, and I put my foot down and woof. Like, all I can say was that is woof.
Mine goes whoosh.
Yeah, but then again, compared to my Corsa, everything is woof.
Even his truck.
Oh, my truck is woof woof woof.
So mine must be
580.
woof 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 woof.
Well, I
Just
was gonna say yours is German, so it'd be woof 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 woof.
Right, have we sort of
mine's
gone
also
into like
German.
a dog kennel or something now? Like all we got is whiffing going on.
Technical terms.
So I've got an interesting story actually.
Okay.
I'm not going to say who, but a friend told me that Scott has a profile on Grindr.
Except it's not me though, is it?
Wow. And the
Your
friend
picture?
says it's got your pictures on.
Yes, pictures that have been ripped from my Instagram page at Scott Andrews UK. By the way.
And Luke's friend has reported it several times, and Grindr hasn't taken it down. So we wonder if it's actually legit.
It must be a legit account. Like they would have taken it down if it was fake, surely.
Well, for one thing, I've. Why you shouldn't be laughing. I've heard it's in Kettering and not in Wales, so I never got to Kettering. First off, and secondly, they're actually
So
quite.
you say.
Shut up, you.
Well, yeah, but if you're in the closet, you are not going to use the same location as your actual location.
Why would I use a location I never go to?
And
Because then that's the least obvious.
I just want to say, I'm not taking the mick either. I'm proud of you for coming out. I really am.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for Fake Scott for coming out.
Yeah, just to clarify, it's not actually you, is it? It is a fake account.
No, it is a fake account. And like I said, I've actually discovered quite a few fake accounts. There is someone on YouTube using my profile picture and my name. And as far as I know, I can't really report that for impersonating me, which is really annoying because going on to another YouTuber's live stream, everyone thinks it's me. And then, of course,
yeah.
I don't know.
And they're actually talking on your behalf,
Yeah,
aren't they?
I mean, this one person on the YouTube side, as far as I know, it doesn't say anything bad, but I'm still not comfortable with it,
Wasn't it? You received a message from another vlogger, and tell that story.
Yeah, basically, random message off so and so with their phone number. I'm like, all right. Reply back, but just having a bit of banter between us, innit? So I phone them up later in the day. I'm like, yeah, we were talking about this BMW for like half hour, 40 minutes. I'm like, no, we weren't. When was this? This morning. This is the first time I've talked to you today. Like, yeah, you were on my live stream. No, I wasn't.
So it was the fake one that was talking to him, and he thought it was actually you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember this one now. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but he did catch on. So when I actually was watching his live stream about 2 weeks later, and fake Scott appeared, and he clocked it this time. It's not the real Scott. I think I got a spanner on the real one now, so that's good.
Yeah.
That means I'm a moderator and I can have powers.
But if he wasn't made a moderator, then there would be no way to tell the difference, like if it was the real one or not, would there?
Yeah, and that can happen with literally any of us, which is not really something we should probably advertise.
Promote.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Like anyone can make a new YouTube account with a fake email address, steal your logo, call
A
themselves
name.
Luke C in a HGV.
No. Don't actually do it. Don't actually do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying do it, but I'm saying you can do it. Like I said, technically you can't report them for that because it's not a breach, even though it is a breach. But when I looked into it, it's not something you can easily get people to stop doing on YouTube, at least.
Yeah, it's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
But just to confirm with the Grinder profile, that has actually now been taken down, apparently, hasn't it?
As far as I know, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mentioned this week, wasn't it, that it'd been taken down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Scott was worried he was going to get rumbled.
Well, it's only been one person that's really mentioned it. So I don't know. Oh, there was another one. I think I found another Instagram account with my pictures, but it wasn't labelled as Scott. It was labelled as Dave or something. I don't know what the name was, but
It's just what happens when you become famous, isn't it?
Like, you're really being targeted there, Scott.
but we're not even famous. I'm not even good looking. Like this is. This is what's supposed to happen to the females. And,
You've upset someone, you have.
Like, how can my face be used to scam people to send them money or whatever the reason is?
I think you're missing a trick here, Scott.
Feel sorry for you, maybe?
Wait, you're saying I can get money?
Yeah.
Like, well,
if other people are doing it on your behalf.
I mean, I don't consider myself that good looking, but maybe I need to change
Yeah,
my
no,
attitude.
I agree with you on that, yeah.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. That was the biggest
Be
backhand.
quiet,
compliment
Luke. We know your opinion on men.
I'll give you a solid 6. Not sex, just 6.
Whoa, where was that going? I thought you were going to say 6 inches then.
I just clenched then.
I'll give you the
All I
tip.
did there was clench. But anyway, to avoid any more awkward conversation, let's bring this thing back to trucking. Has anyone seen? Has anyone seen pictures of the new DAF? I mean, we think it's a DAF. It's pretty sure it's a DAF.
The old camouflage thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
basically like the static you get on old CRT TVs. Just basically wallpapered that over the panels.
Well, no, it's got completely different panels on it. It's
There's an
it's
armoured
had
one.
Loads of it's almost like it does look like an armoured vehicle because
Oh,
it's got all the extra,
you're talking about
all the extra panels on it.
the plain black one.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a
yeah,
couple of
yeah,
different images floating around.
Yeah, no,
there.
there's some more updated ones now with
Oh, is there?
yeah, where you can actually kind of see the outline shape, and it to me it looks like a cross between the MAN and the Renault.
Which Renault? The new Renault or the old Renault?
Well, T range.
There's a new T-Range that's been released
the
this
new
week, isn't it?
T-Range.
It's got different headlights, but that's about it, isn't it?
Interior's
Yeah.
changed apparently as well. A all different interior. I was reading about that this week.
Have you actually seen it though?
No, I haven't, no.
Oh, they're saying like it's the biggest evolution since 2013. It still looks the bloody same.
Really?
Inside and out.
From what I hear about the new Renault, it's got, like I said, it's got different headlights. They've changed the mattress, which, you know, anyone can do really. And the steering column is different, which I do like the fact they've changed the steering column because that was awful in the old one.
Yeah, it's a very light facelift.
Aye. I mean, obviously you haven't driven it yet. They haven't. Are they in production yet?
No, they've only just released the images of it through Euro Truck
Euro
Simulator.
Truck Simulator, wasn't it?
Yeah, they launched
Yeah.
the truck on Euro Truck Simulator 2, which, to be fair, in times of COVID, I think is a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, but it has
And-
has limitations when you can only drive it virtually and not in real life.
yeah, but I think it's supposed to be a preview of what's to come. So, you know, they're still going to have the whole release and everything else. It's just a preview. But yeah, if that's a preview of what's to come, it's
Pretty
not a very
poor.
good evolution.
But like I said, I don't hate the Renault trucks. I mean, my latest memory of them was a proper low budget fleet spec model. So, but I have driven ones that I like. I think they call them the comfort cabs. So they got a bit more
Yeah.
bells and whistles in regards to the heating and all that. I think they're all right. I mean, the running gear, them is all Volvo. So you can't.
No, my only problem with them was they were, to drive and stuff, they're not bad, but they were like light years behind the rest of the manufacturers now. So I was expecting to see, big changes to try and keep up, but they've not done any of that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Still looks the same.
They still have the radio on top of the driver, above the driver's head, I should say, by the top locker, by the tachograph, and I mean
That's a poor place. That's a poor position for the radio, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I was using, back when I drove them on agency, I was using an auxiliary cable to plug into the radio via my phone, because they didn't have Bluetooth. And I mean, are you going to have that cable hanging down all day? I mean, the only real solution
was a shelf up there to put your phone there, is it?
No, the only real solution was to stick it in the top locker and keep the door open. So
I recently drove the Renault Sport, didn't I? I quite liked it, but yeah, I know what you mean. The AUX was at the top.
Oh, yeah,
the radio was
the limited edition one.
Yeah, number 10. It was out of 10.
Yeah.
The radio was in the center console part and like where it should be on that one, but the AUX was still up on the by the tacho card, so it was a bit annoying.
All right, yeah, I know with the one you drove, they added an extra screen. I've never driven with that screen on top on the.
Yeah, it's like to be honest, it seemed like they just plonked it there, but that's where the sat nav was, and it could have been integrated a bit better actually, if I'm honest.
Obviously, that was a more high spec version.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I did enjoy it, but there's always room for improvement in there.
What would you say is the best truck you've driven? Because you've driven quite a limited number of trucks compared to the rest of us, I'd say.
I've driven every brand apart from a Vico.
Yeah, but I mean long term.
I don't know. It's difficult. I mean, at the moment, I'm in a DAF 105. But we were talking about this the other day. I think I preferred the MAN XXL compared to the DAF 105.
And that would have been the old one now, because mine was the old one, and you were the one before that. Mine's the facelift version. So
I'm talking about the two I drove, which I think they were both 2013 models.
Yeah.
Out of those two, I think I preferred the MAN, if I'm honest.
There we are. Not many people say that, so.
Whack a decent horn on it, and it would have been a bit better.
Not the little.
Yeah, meet.
Doing your Roadrunner impression.
Yeah. I never forget at Truckfest Scotland when we all went round in the arena, me, Jay, and Kev. We went round with different manufacturers, I believe, and I went round with MAN. And they do at the end of the parade, they like all honk their horns. And the guy who was driving the truck refused to honk the horn because it was too embarrassing. I got him to do it, and he just sort of giggled. It was in my Truckfest video, but he's like, everyone was honking their horns apart from the MANs.
Thing is, MAN, like they do supply them. Obviously, you have to spec it, but they do supply with pretty good air horns out of the factory.
Yeah, but they should be a standard, really. I think on trucks.
Well, I mean, as long as it's legal, no one really cares, and some people just want to save as much money as possible. What is everyone's expectations from the new DAF then? We think it's going to have mirror cam based on the pictures we've seen. So it's probably going to be like Mercedes with an option for both.
Well, I've actually seen a video with the DAF with the mirror cam.
All right.
And it looks exactly the same as the Merc setup.
Is that in terms of placements and all that, is it?
Placements, the way it looks on the screen, your lines for your distances behind the trailer and the end of the trailer lines, they all seem the same. So
right.
where's the same sort of spec as the Mercedes one, I don't know. But it was a while ago that I did see this video on the DAF, because I knew they were testing it. But it looks about the same as the DAF.
Do we know
as the Merc?
Do we know if all the mirrors are mirrorless? Because what annoys me about Mercedes is that you've still got the one on the side and the one on the front, and it's like a traditional mirror.
Yeah, DAF are the same. They've done us exactly the same.
I don't like that. I think it should be either one or the other, all of them, personally.
Yeah, but where would you put the screens for the others, though?
I was going to say, they can't make them all screens, can they? It's impossible.
The one on the passenger window could just be like above the window. Could be there.
What about the oval one on the front?
Good question.
to be fair, I kind of agree with you in that. But if they, like with the one for, the front of the truck, you could just look up at the screen.
Mirror.
Yeah, the Cyclops mirror. You just look up and you say have a screen by the taco edge for that one. I think that will, because very often, when you're manoeuvring in a tight yard, you're looking in that mirror to make sure you don't hit anything on that side. And sometimes you have to squint because there's so little room in some yards. Where if it's just above your head where the taco is, you could just see it a lot clearer then.
Yeah,
but
good shout.
yeah, but like I said, the problem is where to put the screens. Maybe just build it into the radio so you click a button and then.
I got to be honest, I like the setup the way it is with the 2 mirror cams, and then you got the 2 separate mirrors. Then I do prefer that. I think personally, I think you get a more inclined view of down by the wheel and in front of you on the mirrors rather than camera.
I think it's like trying to put a CD into a tape player.
What do you mean by that?
I just think it's mixed in it.
Oh, okay, like mixing the old tech with the new tech.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We'll have to see where it goes. Isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's still early days for that. But yeah, with the new DAF, I'm wondering if they'll have a flat floor. Because I think this is a totally new cab. Don't quote me on that. But I mean,
I looked at some pictures. It does look like, because the configuration on the back of the cab looks different. So it does look like it's geared to a flat floor cab.
Yeah, the current cab that they sell now, that's been in production since 1987 or thereabouts. So it's had a long life. Well, oh mate, DAF Driver Challenge. These things are ingrained into
Oh
you.
no, here we go.
Would you like to see my trophy?
So what you say to all the girls?
Wow.
Where are the girls? That's my question. But yeah, I think they do have quite a big opportunity to really nail it with a new cab, a totally new cab. Just this kind of a wait and see thing again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's well overdue, isn't it? So it'll be interesting to see what they come out with.
Well, the current cab, I mean, everyone says, yeah, it's outdated, blah, 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 blah. But everyone still likes it. I mean,
it works, doesn't it?
Everyone still says DAF trucks are the best to live in.
Yeah.
And with the new one as well, it looks like they're trying to confirm with these conform with these future regulations that are going to come in with the extended front end as well, doesn't it?
Yes. Our friend who taught Luke failed to prepare. I was having a chat with her about the future of DAF, and she did say that was one thing they were already working on. I mean, that was about 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah, it's like an extra crumple zone type thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
extra protection on the front of the truck. Yeah, we're not talking like long nose stuff, but
I've spoken about this with quite a few people, and instantly the first thought in people's mind is like, "Oh, we're going to be driving T-cabs." I mean,
no, it's nothing like that.
No,
it's something like an extra 50 mil or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can build it into the design, I suppose, and it's hardly noticeable.
No. Like if you didn't know and you looked at the DAF, you wouldn't see it. But because you're looking for stuff like that, and when you look at the pictures, you can see that it's slightly extended out.
Yeah, from certain angles. Yeah,
it's to give slightly more aerodynamic profile as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
and if they're going to do it as a flat floor as well, would that mean the cab will be slightly higher as well?
It is bigger.
You've only got 4. Bigger. You've only got 4 steps at the moment going in. Whereas with the flat floor on the Merc, you've got your 5 steps going up. So would it be that little bit more to incorporate the flat floor?
I suppose it depends on the spec of the cab. I mean, with Merc, you can spec it with a baby tiny cab where you're sitting on the floor or sitting above everyone.
I'm pretty sure there was 5 steps into the Renault Sport as well, and that had a flat floor.
Yeah, generally, if you've got a flat floor, it's more steps.
Yeah, you are slightly higher, I think, in the flat floor trucks. I think it's just physics, and they can't really put the engine any lower, so just got to hire the cab up.
I've driven flat floor trucks, but I've never lived in one, so I'm curious to see what they are actually like firsthand. Driving them, I love them, I've got to say. A lot of people say they get a bit shaky around roundabouts and that. Actually, I can understand because of the extra height. But
I don't find that.
No,
not at all.
Yeah, but you got a posh one.
Yeah.
See, I actually preferred it when there was a slight lip there, because I felt that it separated like the living area between the seats and stopped a lot of the crap off your boots and stuff sort of travelling that direction.
Yeah, that's my main concern, really.
Yeah, with the flat floor, the dust and the bits of stones and gravel can travel across like the living area, if you like.
Yeah, but like you and me, not a lot of people, not everyone drives in their boots.
I know.
We wear slippers.
Yeah, and I did when I was tramping. When I was in the Volvo, I never wore my boots in the truck.
No. Actually, I delivered to a place in Ross. I think it was Thursday, and one of the guys that were there came up to me and was quite impressed. He said it was the first 21 plate that they've seen, and he went away and then came back and he was laughing and joking. He said, "Have you got your slippers on?" So I just opened the door and showed him my slippers.
It does make people chuckle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See, I've tried to leave my boots on the step and keep the inside as clean as possible, but the room on the MAN is my boots are just too big. They knock on the door.
I don't wear boots. I wear what I call kitchen Crocs. They're steel toe caps and they're just sliders. You just slide them on and off. I got my boots in the locker if I need them, but most of the places I go to, as long as I got steel toe caps on, they're all happy. And they look like shoes, but they're just slip-ons. So you just slip them on and off on the step.
All
Well,
right.
send me a link. I wouldn't mind having a look at them.
Yes, I can send you the link. No problem at all. I've actually two other drivers in Ferryman's now wear them. Because
God, don't tell me you lot are going to be wearing Crocs.
Can confirm we'll never wear Crocs.
No, it's not. They're not Crocs. They're slide-ons.
Yeah. Mind you, if the company of Crocs want to sponsor us, feel
They
free.
can go and do one.
I mean, there's got to be a lot of zeros at the end of that number.
The Road Legends.
Basically,
by
they're
Crocs.
they're chef shoes. That's all. Yes, what chefs wear.
What, like clogs?
Yeah.
I'd go with the Crocs. Mind you, you're of an age now, Martin, where fashion isn't really a thing, is it?
No, never has been, mate. That changed since I was about 21.
You're not far off, Kev.
I know, yeah. Some cheeky shit there.
Clogs or Crocs or whoever want to get in contact with us, even our loving audience, they can email us at roadlegends@yahoo.com. So we'd love to hear your questions, topics, anything that annoys you, anything like that. So please get in contact, roadlegends@yahoo.com.
Every time you say that, I just imagine you saying Yahoo. Can you do it, please?
Oh, mate, the temptation every time is
Do
so
it.
great.
Do it.
Please contact us at roadlegends@yahoo.com.
Is that a Tang thing?
I love it.
What? No, it's not a Tang thing.
Scott.
If anything, that's bloody Super Mario.
You are more Tang than any of us, though, Scott.
Oh, 100%.
I can't be a Tang, I don't drive a Scania.
Oh, but
So
you got
far.
to.
I mean, I did drive a Scania once, and all of a sudden a check shirt and a cowboy hat appeared, but
Out of nowhere. Yeah.
out of nowhere. I mean,
Like magic. It's under the bunk, ready to go.
if anyone wants to check out that video, please subscribe to my channel.
Hashtag Tang.
Not a Tang.
Have you got cowboy boots?
I don't, no. Would you like to send me some?
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Possible sponsorship there.
I'll buy you a cowboy hat. We can all wear them at like Devon or something.
I've already got one. It's by the way, it is coming.
Take what? Oh, to Devon.
Yeah.
Ah, good lad.
It's got to be done, mate. It's got to be done.
Yeah, got to be done. I agree.
Well, you're going to go and stand on someone else's Scania, are you?
Oh, God, no. Mate, Scania drivers are nuts. I mean, you look at the truck the wrong way, they'll have you.
Oh, yeah, whatever you do, don't stand on somebody else's catwalk. We learned that.
Oh
the
my
hard way, didn't we?
gosh, no.
No, don't do that. Hey, Luke.
No, I'll get told off. Damaging the paintwork. I think that was red as well, wasn't it?
Great. Right, swiftly moving on. Luke, something's been annoying you.
Well, I wouldn't say it's been annoying me. I just think we should do like a weekly pet peeve, and something that happens often, I think, is
Is this your stamp on the podcast? You want to discuss what pisses you off?
yeah. What?
Go on,
It
then.
happens. It happens all the time, right? You turn up to your site. You're at your destination. You're looking over. You see the forklift drivers. You see there's about 25 of them. You get inside, and bang, they're all gone. They've all ran away. That's
No.
my
They're good
weekly
at
peeve.
disappearing,
Is that-
aren't they?
Is that just you?
No,
Yeah.
it's everyone.
No, I know what you mean. It's like you turn up to site, and then sure you were just here. I saw 3 people. No. But then you go in and see him. Oh yeah, just see the guys out the yard. There's no one out in the yard.
Yeah.
They just left.
And it's funny when they like you know they're not trying to look at your eyes. They're deliberately trying to avoid eye contact.
Oh yeah.
It's funny.
It's like
The worst one is when you pull up to a yard and the gates are locked and you can see everybody in the yard and then they all just disappear and then you can't make contact with anybody.
It happens all the time. Well, and another one is when like you'll open your curtains all the way, and they go, "What's ours?" All of it. All of it's yours.
Oh, I've had it before where when I was on pallet network deliveries, I'd open the curtains, my last drop, 1 pallet there. Open the curtain. How many's for us, Drive? Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm sure they do it on purpose. They got to.
Well, I was collecting from a car dealership last week. I had 1 car to collect. And I pulled up there and the salesman came out and he was like, "So you're collecting or delivering?" Bear in mind, I had 3 scrap cars on the back. I'm like, you can have them if you want.
What, to a dealer?
Yeah, to a car dealer. Yeah.
Somehow I think that dealer needs to be named and shamed for selling scrap cars. Happy, Luke?
Oh yeah, that's great. Thank you. Yeah. Kev, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
How's your salad?
I tried to avoid having salad in the truck.
Why is that, Kev?
Right, in the last 10 miles, it's the 3rd Britain that I've passed.
That's the wrong one. Here we go.
Yeah, please.
Whoa. Jesus. Right, oh, there goes my fucking salad all over the fucking cab. Fuck's sake!
Yeah, there was some hard braking going on there whilst I was. Bear in mind, I'm having a salad. I'm not like it's not like eating a salad with a fork. I've got like carrot sticks and stuff that I'm eating. So
Slices of cucumber.
Yes, yeah.
I thought it was just like on your dash waiting like for when you stop.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like a prawn cocktail or anything like that. It was. I was just picking at like carrot sticks and stuff, and there was a bit of half braking that went on in front of me, and the salad disappeared into the passenger footwell.
Makes me laugh. Every time I hear that, it makes me laugh.
Well, there we are. That was, well, I would say that was this week's out of context WhatsApp message, but it's a section we've decided to introduce to the podcast, but that wasn't really out of context, so this is not going well, is it?
No.
Yeah, right, fuck off!
That is one of the best WhatsApp messages.
That was when you were in the Merc, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was when I was in the Merlot's Merc. Yeah, it's you leave a voice message and then you go over the white line and it just all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, it did it to me. It did it to me this week while I was recording.
Yeah, for people who don't drive trucks, who don't understand, the Bluetooth does some weird stuff when you go over a rumble strip, because when you go over the rumble strip, obviously it picks up the lane departure. The lane departure warning goes off, and then it just cuts in with the Bluetooth afterwards.
Well, it's not
whatever
even
was playing last.
It's not even when you go over the rumble strip. Like my truck, you just.
Well, it's just lane departure, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, and seatbelt. Because it went off this week with me with my seatbelt.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I got into the merchants to load, got onto the weighbridge. I'd done some recording, and as I was pulling off, because I was in a privately owned place, I didn't put the seatbelt back on to go into the yard. And as I pulled off, the seatbelt beep, beep, beep started going off, and then the radio came on. Had a bit of Garth Brooks blaring out in the stereo.
The thing is, what I love about Luke's message he just played, that song, I annoyed you for about the full 2 weeks previously with that song.
Yeah,
that was Rhinestone Cowboy by Glenn Campbell, by the way. Very good song.
Hey, I got a new segment. Rather than doing out of context WhatsApp, we can just do WhatsApp roulette.
That's a dangerous game.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous, yeah.
Just-
Are you
just,
sure you want to play that, Luke?
I've got
sure?
I've got most to lose because I say some weird shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do.
I'm gonna do it now. I'm just going down, selecting a random message.
Okay.
Right, okay. 3 seconds long. What could it be?
Happy birthday.
That's random.
Next one. No, I can't do that one. Do another one.
God, just do random WhatsApp roulette.
Okay, this is one random one. 8 seconds.
Oh no.
Shopping for a Type R. Thank God for that. The finished tipping now.
Luke, provide context.
That was in reference to when I was working at Earthline, and I would regularly leave messages whilst I was tipping, and it'd be a lot of noise in the background. So Kev was basically taking the piss. Yeah.
Beep, beep.
You know, you should be in full control when you're tipping, right, Luke?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. What else do you want me to say?
And I think that's all we have time for this episode of the Road Legends podcast. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and listening to us all. Please like and share about wherever you listen to. We're on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many other favourite podcasting hosting sites. So from myself, thank you all for watching.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye. Thank you very much. Been a pleasure.
Yep. Thanks very much for listening, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Oh my God, there's so much editing to do with this podcast.
This podcast is awful.
Jay's just popped on saying toodles.
Toodles, yeah.
Oh, Scott, I don't envy you with this one.